So, lots of news in the world of stock photography right now. First up, we have Getty Images announcing a new AI generation product. The tool is called Generative AI by Getty, and they're doing it in partnership with NVIDIA. And this is really interesting because Getty was strongly opposed to AI generated content. We have the lawsuits filed against Stable AI. And it was kind of one of those things where we felt like maybe Getty was not going to get in on AI image generation, but here we are. They've got a new product. So this new AI tool is behind a paywall, so it's going to be pay to play. And I think from a creator's perspective, we're all kind of wondering how this is going to play out. In a recent interview, Getty's CEO, Craig Peters, said that the contributors would be paid for the content based on how much content has been included and the performance of the content over time. So I guess we'll see and get more details how this is going to play out over the next few weeks. I was curious what you thought, whether you were okay with having your content used to generate or to train this new AI tool, how you feel about your content being included in that process going forward. What do you think is going to happen? How do you think that pay is going to look? It's all unclear right now, but it looks like all the major players now are getting into AI in some shape or some fashion. Up next, Adobe Stock has created a new portal for contributors to upload content solely for the purpose of training AI. The portal is currently in beta and only open to selected contributors. It's called Missions. The portal sets a specific mission for Adobe Stock contributors to go out and photograph solely for AI training. As I said, there's a mission brief, rules around the number of submissions per topic, and an indicated dollar fee if submissions are actually accepted. The process is set for reviewing within 15 days, and the images don't need to be processed or include metadata, but they do need to be JPEGs. So yeah, what do you think about this new portal? Is this something that you would participate in? For me, I sort of think that I might if it's something that's actually pretty easy to do. If it's going to be complicated and require much setup, I probably won't jump in on this. But I'm also kind of concerned, and I'm also wondering what's going to happen to the review times for the other content. We're already getting pretty delayed in review times on Adobe Stock's regular contribution process. So is this new portal going to just bog things down even more? I don't know. We're going to see how this looks in the next few weeks. I will definitely at least shoot some initial topics or complete a few additional missions to see how that process works. So stay tuned for video on that content. And next up is something that you probably already know about, and that's CanStock is closing down. What's interesting about this is the communication that CanStock released on its website September 1 or emailed out to the customers and the contributors that participate in that site. And this is the interesting part of what this had to say. After nearly 20 years in business, we have been forced to make this very difficult decision and would like to thank our many thousands of talented contributors and customers for making it possible. The industry has changed significantly over this time, with CanStock launched in 2004 during the early mass adoption of digital cameras and before social media was even a phrase. Today, of course, everyone has a capable digital camera in their pocket, and the advent of AI means amazing images can be created for free from programs with just a few keywords. Decreased business and increasing costs has made it no longer possible to keep operating, to our great disappointment. So what's interesting about this news is that CanStock pointed directly to AI as an issue or a headwind that they were facing that was part of the problems that put them in a position where they actually needed to shut down their business. So is CanStock one of the first victims to AI? Can we expect more of the platforms, the microstock or stock photography platforms that don't include an AI option for their customers? Are we going to expect them to disappear as AI rolls out? And is this kind of like a sign of the future for contributors generally? Are we all stock photography contributors? Are we headed the way of can stock, just being excluded from the market? It's going to be interesting to see. I think with the addition of AI and the incorporation of AI platforms and tools into these stock sites, it might be an initial boost for contributors, but things look kind of bleak for your standard contributor in the marketplace today. Anyway, stay tuned for more stock photo and news content. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.